Okay, so I'm using the Visions of Life Tarot again because, you know, I mean, it came from Russia, and this is the GQP I'm reading on. So I wanted to... So this is Thursday, a little before noon. And so far, McCarthy's lost his 4th and 5th round. But meanwhile, yesterday they took out the metal detectors that go, you know, for the whole building. And McCarthy bitched out someone on the House floor for wearing a mask. So I want to see the future of the GQP and the so-called Freedom Caucus. Let's just see where this is all heading. I mean, I think I know because I read on this so many times, but I didn't have this deck at the time. But let me just settle in. Future of the GOP. Okay. This must be the forces in motion. So if this were reversed, I didn't allow for reversals, but if it were, it would be more digging for dark money. I think this is our confirmation that so many of them are compromised with foreign money, which came in through the NRA. And like I've said a million times, I don't know, that's an exaggeration, but like I've said, it was September 27th, 2019, I remember the date, that the NRA, by a bipartisan Senate Intel Committee, determined that the NRA was a foreign asset. So we all know who's taken NRA money, right? And we all know how that came through. And that's how they managed to be. Oh, yeah, they're running out of time. That's how all those Republicans managed to be compromised. So with the greatest challenge being the Four of Cups, well, the Four of Cups traditionally is to give a shit, right? It's that card with the... guy sitting up against a tree, and there's a cup an offer being handed to him, and he's just looking either down at his navel or off in the distance. He can't figure it out. So they're bored. What I'm getting is their biggest challenge is that they're bored with anything that they can't control. But let's just look at their future. We know the past. We don't need any of that. I don't care about their karma. I mean, it's just a law of cause and effect, so this whole spread will be their karma. What is their future? 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, jeez, Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and the Judgment card. Let's take all these out this way, and I'm just going to literally flip the deck over from the bottom. Okay. That's a good start. Maybe I should just always just draw from the bottom. All right, here we go. Actually, let's do this. And I'll make some room. Oh yeah, we've got plenty of room. I'll make some room for the ones at the bottom. I'll put down here when we get done. Okay, so it's pretty blatantly obvious. Dark, dirty money. They're bored with anything that doesn't have anything to do with money, right? They just want the money. They want the money, the toys, the power, the control. They do not give a rat's ass about the people they are supposed to be serving, no matter what they say up on the podium. No matter what they say on the House floor, it's all about money and control. And of course, that's the reason why we get the poverty card for them, which shows their poverty consciousness and their greed. I mean, look at this guy. He's got the top hat, and he's acting like he's broke, but he's got the, banknote on his back. And this guy's looking at him like, wait, what? Is that a middle finger there? That's what it should be. I think it's the first finger, but look at it. He's like, wait, what? He shouldn't be handing him any money. So this is their future. Poverty. They're going to be ambitious, but they're probably not going to be able to get out of that cage and get anything done because, except for, they're very ambitious about their social media. I don't see them getting anything done because, at least we have the Senate, and we know how many people are going to be taken out when Merrick Garland and Jack Smith do their thing. Because we know how many of them were in on the January 6th committee. I mean, January 6th committee, January 6th insurrection. We know how many of them were in on inciting the riot. And we know that Matt Gaetz, Mo Brooks, Lauren Boebert, Andy Biggs, Marjorie Taylor Greene. What did somebody call her yesterday? Monostat something green. Yeah. Anyway, Andy Biggs and her and Scott Perry, they all asked for pardons from Trump. Why might that be? Okay. So, profit and loss, Two of Pentacles. They're going to be looking at what have we done? They're going to be experiencing tons of ups and downs and just wondering, what the heck have we done? What do we do? What do we do? How do we get out of this bad investment that we've made into Kevin McCarthy? What do we do now that we've missed all our opportunities? What do we do because we're broke ass and we're stuck in a cage? And the door is there, but this is your own self-created prison, I suppose, in this deck. That's what I would see more as the Eight of Swords. But if we combine, the artwork and the meaning, you can see that if all you do is work and all you do is go for the money, right, you're stuck in a cage. So the Knight of Pentacles brings in, maybe just plodding along trying to find somebody that they can seduce. There's some seduction here in this card. I don't think it's going to work, and I think they're going to need to go back to school, and I think there's going to be quite a bit of judgment coming down. But will they listen? Will they take it up? I mean, if I were to read this card in the reversed meaning, we would be looking at major regrets and doubt. And they severely did not judge the situation clearly. No clarity, no honoring their call, no honoring their oath, right? These guys have taken oaths. That should definitely take them down. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, how do you like this one? God. His pants are down. He's up there at the podium. Everybody can see his, this is a perfect demeanor for, a narcissistic. It's like they're not grounded. They have skinny little legs, and ankles are usually messed up, and they've got this big overblown body while they're just railing at everything else that's wrong in the world. Anyway, Page of Swords. Possibly some information coming out on the news they're not going to like. And authority problems. Look at all those skulls and bones. This could also be Trump problems. You think? Ooh, yikes. And then here we have a very painful loss. There's big changes coming in with this card, big transition. There, look at that whoop ass upside the head. It's like, it's time. Father Time's clocking you up against the head. And just when you thought you could get away with somebody else's piggy bank. Oh, God. And then the King of Swords. Ooh. King of Swords. So this to me has to do with the rules and regulations of our government. This has to do with Jack Smith and the DOJ and all law situations. And they are tied up. Well, if I keep going just for fun, Two of Swords, uncertainty. A triumph of what? Being seen as a bunch of idiots? Married to the mob? Ten of Swords. Put a fork in it. I miss Lori. I gotta talk to Lori because I miss her. When I see the Ten of Swords, I always think of what she calls it, faceplant. Give big hugs over to Lori at the Way of Positive Change. And send out some hugs to, some love to Danny Shea and his wife. They have COVID. I think Lori's okay. I think she's just busy working. So what else? The Moon, delusion, right? Looks like about it. Relationships, insomnia. Yeah, I think I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm going to get this uploaded. I have no idea at this point who's, what's happening with the vote. Like, how many rounds are they going to vote? Well, wait, you know what I could do? Just for the heck of it, because I'm right here. Let's look into Hakeem Jeffries. I looked yesterday during my live stream and it didn't look good. But all we would need is 6 Republicans to cross the aisle and vote for him, and he'd be in, because we just need 200. Now, those 20 that seem to be diehards, the whole Freedom Caucus. It's more like freedom with D-U-M at the end. D-U-M-B. God. Anyway, Hakeem Jeffries. Will he end up getting the vote? Let's see about that. Hakeem Jeffries. Will he wind up getting the vote? Hakeem Jeffries. Two of Pentacles. There's a struggle. 8 of Cups reversed. The challenge is somebody, taking responsibility and just walking away from the fight. But I don't know that they're going to do that. All right, let's see. Let's just... no, that's a... Well, then again, it could be a breakup with their own party and then moving towards him. I mean, he's going to be successful no matter what. But, and I don't even know, you guys, I'm going to need some education. This is one thing for me. I definitely was always a fighter for justice and truth, but I didn't know that much about the way everything works in the Senate and the House. But I'm learning, and that's one of the blessings with this shit show we're going through. I'm not sure what it means if you're the House Speaker when that's not your party. Like, what advantages does the House Speaker have is my question I need to research. I can imagine a few things, but I'm going to focus in on this guy. All right, one more. That doesn't look to me like he gets away with it. Okay, this is at the bottom. So with the Two of Pentacles reversed, it's like, well, there's just a whole lot of poor planning going on in the GOP, of course. I mean, who goes to, that's one thing I learned from Nancy Pelosi. It's like, if you don't have the caucus, right, if you don't have the votes, you don't go to the floor. You don't go to the floor and vote. You don't do it unless you have your party together. Right? These people just, they don't have their stuff together at all. So that's what that's about. But okay. It could just be more about, for him, it could be more that people won't commit. Yeah, it feels to me like people won't commit, they won't negotiate, and they won't really commit. These are the repubes, right? Another shout out to Lori for that one. She cracks me up. Okay, then with the Eight of Cups being the challenge, man, I get the feeling that there's just stagnation going on here. Stuck. It's like not, because the water's not flowing. You're not walking away up the mountain, taking responsibility. They're stuck. So he's I think he could be stuck. Then again, maybe this thing is just going to go on for a long time, and it's so in flux that I can't get a good read yet. That does happen. It happened with that Derek Chauvin first reading, and then the second one, once trial started, just was clear, and was actually right on. So Two of Cups, of course, is our breakup card in relationships, arguments, people drifting apart. But then for Hakeem Jeffries, maybe this is the Republicans getting tired of being stuck and not negotiating, and some of them do break apart from their party. And maybe Hakeem Jeffries has that success that he wants because it came through straight up, and it is success. It's progress. But then up here with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, there's some issues. There's some physical, monetary support, major issues. And then with the Eight of Wands reversed, it's like, what? Again, I get the feeling there's stagnation. Like people won't they won't, stake their claim and go with it. And then with the Ten of Pentacles reversed, of course, it's a manipulation of assets and money, some failure, separation. But then again, maybe, because this is like a feuding card in families, right? When it comes to the entity of the GQP, this would definitely, things would be broken if 6 of them would cross the aisle for Hakeem Jeffries. And then the Seven of Swords, that coming through reversed. Well, this could be making a fresh start, I feel like. Because, straight up, it's like you're getting away with something. But when it's reversed, it's, it's like, there's no more lying and cheating and stealing. It's done. Let's see what at the bottom. A lot of work, trying to hammer out some deals. The Empress reversed. Wow. Major problems, I think. Lots of just disharmony. Major creative problems. Yeah, it's not really going anywhere. But then maybe there's the end of the betrayal. Maybe then there's peace, and then moving towards a more, well, the transition to a calm future. And then, of course, we have the Emperor. So, all right, let me, just for the heck of it, again, I'm already here. Let's use the Lenormand. This one is, so that previous deck, if you love it, was this one right here. Jamie Sawyer's 1909 Rider-Waite-Smith redo. And this one is this one here, Golden Dreams, Lenormand. Okay, so hold on, let's make some room. Bear with me. Oh, let's everybody applaud Hilda for whenever she can do the timestamps. I'm just so grateful. So grateful. Okay. Hold on. Hakeem Jeffries only. Just keep the GOP out of it. How's he going to do? Could he be House Speaker? Not just for the Dems, but for the whole House, right? Their whole party, you know, the Dems, all the new ones, they're sworn in. Everything's going great. And then, of course, here we have the Republicans who just, and McCarthy tried to move in. He had his, Matt Gaetz called him a squatter. Matt Gaetz called him a squatter. Okay, Arch, yeah, he's trying to get over that threshold. Hakeem. Right, the challenge is the good old white boys that want to keep things the same. This challenge is harmony, too. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Will he get in? 4, 5. Will he be House Speaker? 6. And of course, let's flip these over. See what's at the bottom. Ooh, that looks good. Okay. There's lots of heart. This, I feel like, it's normally secrets, but it feels to me like something comes through with the vote. It's narrow. In the context of this situation, is that it's a narrow margin. Oh, please don't tell me it takes a month for it to end. And then there are allies. I don't have the Sun, which would be success. Well, let me check out these cards at the bottom of the deck. I mean, this card came through yesterday when I read on him in my live stream. Send some hugs to Lisa, too. She's recuperating from a major allergy attack. She's better today, though. But send her some more mojo. Please. Anyway. The coffin can be a painful loss, but it can also just be an ending after can I say this? A crap ton of emotional reaction from the Republican Party. Crap ton, that's a measurable amount, right? Anyway, narrow margin after just tons of emotional reaction, and then a commitment, put a ring on it. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, this is like the 9 of Cups. This is you made it, you see the big picture, and you're at the top. But we still have troubles with the snake. We still have with so if he does he just might. We'll see. With Pandora's box, there's all the scary stuff on top when you first open it, because there's all that darkness that it was always there. It's just that now somebody's opened the lid, and now you can see what's there. We know all the swamp creatures, and eventually it's all clear light at some point. That's a long time, which is of course why we have the snail. It's going to take a long time. Yeah, new choices, the vote, wisdom, Hakeem, opportunity, good luck, good fortune, movement, and change. Okay, I really, really, really like this card here, and I love this card. These cards are all really good at the bottom. Huh, okay. Well, thanks you guys. Take good care. Bye.